A very good morning, students. Today in English class, English literature children, we will be doing the 8th chapter, The Cherry Tree. It's a very interesting chapter, and this chapter teaches us that the things that we create or the things that we make ourselves, they are very special and dear to us. Now this story is written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He lives in Missouri and he writes mainly about nature and ordinary people. This is the story of a small boy, Rakesh, who lives with his grandfather in Missouri, and he plants a cherry tree. What happens to the cherry tree? Let's find out for ourselves. One day when Rakesh was 6, he was on his way home from school when he bought some cherries from the Missouri Bazaar. So where the story is laid out, it is laid out in Missouri. Missouri is a hill station near Dehradun. Now the story tells that Rakesh, he was 6 years old, and once when he was coming back from the school, he bought a few cherries from the market. They were small, bright red cherries which had come all the way from the Kashmir Valley. Now those cherries, they were very small cherries. You all know they are small fruits. Now these cherries, they had come from Kashmir because cherries are known, or the cherries which come from Kashmir are well known. Rakesh lived with his grandfather in the little cottage on the outskirts of Missouri, just where the forest began. Now Rakesh, he lived with his grandfather on the outskirts of Missouri. What are outskirts? It's that part of the town or city which is far away from the center of the city or town. Grandfather was a retired forest ranger. So his grandfather was retired as a forest ranger. Who is a forest ranger? An officer who is in charge of management and protection of forest. It took Rakesh about half an hour to walk home, and by the time he reached the cottage, there were only 3 cherries left. So usually in hill stations, children, people walk over and they don't have any conveyance because the roads are curvy, and moreover they have this habit of walking down. So Rakesh also, he used to walk home, and by the time he reached back his home, there were only 3 cherries left. Have a cherry, grandfather, he said as soon as he saw grandfather in the garden. Grandfather took 1 cherry and Rakesh promptly ate the other 2. Now he offered grandfather, who was sitting in the garden, and when grandfather took 1 cherry, he quickly ate the other 2 cherries. He kept the last seed in his mouth for some time, rolling it round and round until all the tang had gone. Now quickly he ate the last 2 cherries, and the last cherry he kept it in his mouth, and he kept on rolling and rolling until all the taste had gone. Means that seed he kept it on his tongue, and he was trying to have even the last juice that the fruit was having. Then he placed the seed on the palm of his hand and studied it. Are cherry seeds lucky? Asked Rakesh. Now after that he took it out from his mouth, the cherry seed, and he kept it on his palm and asked his grandfather that, grandfather, are the cherry seeds lucky? Of course, but nothing is lucky if you put it away. Put it away means if you do not use it. So the grandfather said that of course they are lucky, but if you will not make any use of it, then they are not going to be lucky. If you want luck, you must put it to some use. What can I do with the seed? Plant it, said grandfather. Put it in that shady corner where it won't be disturbed. So the grandfather suggested him to plant that cherry seed where it would not be disturbed in the sense where it would not come under anybody's feet, or where it would be like it will take care of itself. Rakesh went to a corner of the garden where the earth was soft. He did not have to dig. He pressed the seed into the soil with his thumb and it went right in. So what Rakesh did, he went to the corner of the garden, and there he pressed that cherry seed inside the soil, and since the soil was moist, it did not need any special attempt. He just pressed it and the seed went inside the soil. Then he had his lunch and ran off to play cricket with his friends and forgot all about the cherry seed. After that, he forgot because he got busy with other activities, and he completely forgot about the cherry seed. When it was winter in the hills, a cold wind blew down from the snows and the garden was dry and bare. Now, after monsoons, children, you know that winter season come. Here also now, these days we are having monsoons. After monsoons, what we will have? We will have winters. So even in the hill station, that when winters were there, cold wind was blowing, and you know, winters on the hills, it's more harsh, and all the trees, they shed off their leaves and they are bare. So the garden was dry and bare. Bare means it was not covered. With what all things the garden is covered? The garden is covered with trees and leaves. In the evenings, grandfather and Rakesh sat over a charcoal fire, and grandfather told Rakesh stories. Now, during the evenings, just to keep themselves warm, they used to sit near the fire. Charcoal is coal fire. And Rakesh used to tell stories. The grandfather used to tell stories to Rakesh. They knew it was spring when they saw the wild duck flying north to Siberia. Now, after winters, what comes? Spring season comes, and the duck was flying north to Siberia. This is the indication that they want some warm place. The Siberian cranes, they were flying back to the north. One morning in the garden, Rakesh bent to pick up what he thought was a small twig and found to his surprise that it was well rooted. Now, he has completely forgotten about the seed that he planted. During spring season, one day he bent down to pick, he thought that it was a small shoot or a leaf of a grass, but he was surprised to see that it was well rooted. He stared at it for a moment, then ran to fetch grandfather, calling, "Dada, come and look, the cherry tree has come up." Now he looked at it for some time, and then a thought flashed in his mind that it might be the same cherry tree. So he ran to call to bring his father, and he said that the cherry tree has come up. "What cherry tree?" asked grandfather, who had forgotten about it. Now grandfather also had forgotten. "The seed we planted last year, look, it's come up." Rakesh and grandfather peered down at the tiny seed. It was about 4 inches high. Now they looked closely at the tiny tree. Right now it was 4 inches high. "Yes, it's a cherry tree," said grandfather. "You should water it now and then." Now grandfather told Rakesh that from time to time you should keep watering the cherry tree. Rakesh looked at the tree every morning, but it did not seem to be growing very fast. Now he was curious. He wanted that the tree should grow to its fullest. But if you will keep on seeing plants and trees every day, you will not find much change in them. So he stopped looking at it every day. After a week or two, when he allowed himself to look at it properly, he found that it had grown at least an inch. Now, after few days, after a fortnight or after a week, when he looked at it properly, then he found that now it had grown. That year the monsoon rains came early, and Rakesh plodded to and from school in raincoat and gumboots. Now that year, this is the second year when he planted the cherry tree. That year the monsoons, they set in early. They came early, the rains came early, and Rakesh, he used to walk to and from school. What do you people wear when you come in rain to the school? You wear raincoat. So he was also wearing raincoat and gumboots. The cherry tree grew quickly in this season. Why? Because plants, they grow very quickly during rainy season. It was about 2 feet high when a goat entered the garden and ate all the leaves. Only the main stem and 2 thin branches remained. Now, sadly enough, When the tree it had grown around 2 feet, a goat entered the garden and ate all the leaves. Never mind, said grandfather, seeing that Rakesh was upset. It will grow again. Cherry trees are tough. Now the grandfather, he consoled Rakesh. He comforted because Rakesh was upset. He said that don't worry, cherry trees are strong, so the new leaves are going to come. Towards the end of the rainy season, new leaves appeared on the tree. Then a woman cutting the grass cut the cherry in two. Now again, something bad happened to the tree, and what it was that when it was like having new leaves were appearing, the woman who was cutting the grass, she was oblivious. She did not know the emotions that were connected with the cherry tree and grandfather and Rakesh, and out of she was not knowing actually, and she cut the cherry tree in two. When grandfather saw what had happened, he went after the woman and scolded her, but the damage could not be repaired. Now grandfather spoke very angrily. Why? Because she had done something wrong, but that thing could not be repaired. The cut shoot, it could not be stuck or something. Maybe it will die now, said Rakesh. Maybe, said grandfather. Now they were hopeless. They did not see any hope that the tree is going to grow again. But the cherry tree had no intention of dying. But cherry tree, it did not have any plans of dying, because as grandfather said that they really are quite tough. By the time summer came round again, it had sent several new shoots with tender green leaves. By the time the summers approached, the cherry tree, it had grown, it had developed several new tiny branches and small tender green leaves also, soft green leaves also. Rakesh had grown taller too. He was 8 now, a sturdy boy with curly black hair and deep black eyes. The tree was also growing, and so was Rakesh. Rakesh was now 8 when the chapter started. We learned that he was 6 at that time. 2 years had gone by, and now he was a strong and healthy boy. He had curly black hair and deep black eyes. That monsoon, Rakesh went home to his village to help his father and mother with the planting and plowing and sowing. So that monsoon, during that rainy season, Rakesh went to his village to his mother and father to help them in fields. He was thinner but stronger when he came back to his grandfather's house. And by the time he came back, he was thinner because he had been doing a lot of physical activity. But he was a strong boy now. Grandfather's house at the end of rains to find that the cherry tree had grown another foot. It was now up to his chest. He was happy to see that the cherry tree was growing, and now the cherry tree could come up to his chest. Winter came early. The cherry tree bent low with the weight of snow. In February, it was Rakesh's birthday. He was 9 and the tree was 4, but almost as tall as Rakesh. Now tree was almost half his age, but it was almost as tall as him. One morning when the sun came out, grandfather came into the garden. Let some warmth get into my bones, he said. He stopped in front of the cherry tree, stared at it for a few moments, and then called out, Rakesh, come and look. Come quickly before it falls. Now one winter morning, now old people, they like basking in the sun, sitting in the sun, because they feel that it gives warmth to their bones. Now for such thing only, one fine day when grandfather came into the garden, he saw something and he looked continuously, and then he called Rakesh and he asked him to come out quickly. Rakesh and grandfather gazed at the tree as though it had performed a miracle. They very carefully gazed, means they very carefully looked at the tree, and as if it had done some surprise or some magic. There was a pale pink blossom at the end of the branch. Now pale pink blossom means that the tree soon is going to give the fruits also. The following year there were more blossoms, and suddenly the tree was taller than Rakesh, even though it was less than half his age. Now the next year, now what must be the age of Rakesh? Almost 10, and the tree was less than 5 years, means it was less than half his age, but it had started growing taller than Rakesh. And then it was taller than grandfather, who was older than some of the oak trees. Oak trees are very old trees, sturdy, old trees. Now, the cherry tree was getting taller than grandfather also, and grandfather was older than some of the oak trees. But Rakesh had grown too. He could run and jump and climb trees as well as most boys, and he read lot of books. Now Rakesh also was growing up. Now he could run and jump and he could climb. He was a mountain child actually. So he was not a city bred child. He was strong enough. He never used to move here and there in vehicles. Wherever he used to go in on his foot. He used to do all his work. So he was a strong boy. He could climb trees, and moreover he read a lot of books. On a warm sunny afternoon, Rakesh was looking for grandfather. He looked out of bedroom window and saw grandfather reclining on a cane chair under the cherry tree. Now during the summer he was looking for his grandfather, and he saw that grandfather was sitting under the cherry tree, the same cherry tree that they had planted, and he was reclining. Reclining means he was sitting in a relaxed manner on a cane chair. There is just the right amount of shade here, said grandfather, and I like looking at the leaves. He said that the amount of shade I need, neither it's very hot nor it's very cold, and this is the right amount of shade I need, and I really like looking at the cherry leaves. After grandfather had come indoors, Rakesh went into the garden and lay down on the grass beneath the tree. Now once grandfather went inside, Rakesh came out into the garden, and then he lay down under the tree and on the grass under the tree. He gazed up through the leaves at the great blue sky, and turning on his side, he could see the mountains striding away into the clouds. Now he is enjoying nature. What he thought when he looked at the tree fixedly, he saw the great leaves, and through the trees he could see the great blue sky. And when he turned on his side, he could see the mountains. They were striding. Striding means they were marching or they were walking away into the clouds. A very beautiful metaphor. Grandfather came back and sat down beside Rakesh, and they waited in silence until it was dark. Now grandfather also came back. He joined Rakesh, sat beside Rakesh, and they waited there. They sat there till it was dark. There are so many trees in the forest, said Rakesh. What's so special about this tree? Why do we like it so much? Now the question Rakesh put to grandfather was that there are so many other trees also, but what is so special about this tree, grandfather? We planted it ourselves, said grandfather, and that's why it's special. Grandfather said that this tree is special because we have planted this tree ourselves. That is why this tree is very special. Now this story, this chapter has been abridged from the cherry tree. Abridged means it has been taken from the cherry tree and in short form, and it is written by Ruskin Bond. I am sure children you must have enjoyed listening to this chapter, and you have to write down the meanings and the other work like the word sentences I will be sending to you and the dictation words. Those things you have to write down in your classwork notebook.